stress this holiday season and toss that to-do list aside. Or better yet, toss it into the hands of your very own personal concierge. Albuquerque and Tamaya Toulouse and Ivan Weiner of Real Simple Life will simplify your life, really, in about 200 ways. Take a look.
So getting through some of our things this week, I know we've got a lot going on and upcoming.
A lot going on with the holidays.
Yeah, definitely holiday stuff. A couple things going on right now with clients. We're going to have to drop off a couple of the things that we've done, bedding and whatever, for one of our clients up in the Northeast Heights. So I'll get that done today. Everything's already in the car. A lot of shopping, so while we're in Nob Hill, I've got some things to do at Revolver. I've picked up the gift certificate from Zinc. We'll head over Papers. It's time to start wrapping everything. So we're going to head to Papers, our favorite wrapping place here in town. And I'll probably hit one of my favorite shops, Beeps.
Beeps.
Yeah, Beeps. I need some cards and I need a couple really cool gift stocking stuffers for people. If you haven't been there yet, it's absolutely the place to go. So we'll start those running. And then I've got a couple downtown. We've got a site inspection for Hyatt. That we'll do for one of the clients, and then I know you're probably heading to Reels channel as well as finishing that party list, right?
Have a busy day today, but Tamaya's going to take you along for the ride to show you what Real Simple Life is all about and how we take care of our clients.
So we're up at the Hyatt downtown. If you haven't been to the Hyatt Regency, it's amazing. And Lainey has given me a walkthrough. What do we have ready for the firm?
Well, you are in Sierra Vista. I love this room. This is the room I say overlooks the world. Perfect day to look at the Sandias. And this would be a perfect space for your client.
Hey guys. Hi, I'm so glad to see you. So glad to see you.
Got stuff for you.
Wonderful. What do we got?
Here's your skincare kit.
That's perfect. That's exactly what we needed. So all 4 pieces and the wash and everything we talked about. She will be so happy with that.
Then $100 gift certificates.
Yes, and these are still through the 15th, right?
Right, so it's only $49 if you buy them online, but it's a $100 value towards any of our services.
Fantastic. We're heading to Papers. It's the only place that you can get the most amazing hand-painted and hand-scrolled wrapping paper in the city. I wanted to drop off a couple of things to get wrapped. First of all, I'll leave you some boxes. So it doesn't matter if we wrap the boxes. Lord knows I'd rather have your paper than that. A couple of things to be wrapped, and then we'll go and run some other errands and come back and pick them all up, so there's no rush. Beeps is one of the coolest shops in Albuquerque. You can find nifty cards, gadgets and trinkets, all kinds of strange little magnets. It's such a fun shop. So we're going to go in here and get a couple things for a client who has some stocking stuffer needs for some of the little kids in the family. I know one of the things that my client was looking for was little stocking stuffers like this. I think a couple of pairs of the socks would go well in that Christmas stocking. Of course, I love the cooking one, right? Gotta have, and that almost looks like frijoles. We could get away with that. So now we're heading to Revolver. Awesome antique and vintage clothing store, but they also have really cool vintage gifts. So we're gonna go pick something up. Everything from vintage lighters to, you know, the old cigarette machines, that holiday mood for the New Year's party, yet you can always pick up something for your husband here. So we're going through and looking for a vintage shaker, martini shaker. That's fantastic, and you can pour it right at the top. That's the one. I think that'd be perfect. And in we are. All right. Look at these. Glowing and with beautiful tops. And of course, you can't forget the Christmas favors. All right, so we've done it in one day. We've got all of our papers wrapping, the cool Beeps gift certificates. We're done running our errands and off to drop off things to our concierge clients. So glad to have you with us.
I love that. And we are back with Tamaya Toulouse of Real Simple Life. Good morning.
Good morning.
So good to have you here.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Well, what you do is so fantastic. I mean, we talk so much about holidays and de-stressing, and there's nothing better than having somebody to run those errands in the cold like you did yesterday. But you make it look so simple. You really do. And you get so much done in a day. What I want to do is really understand the difference, though, first, between a concierge and a personal assistant. Differentiate a little bit.
Well, this is something I had to learn, too. My husband is a concierge, and he really taught me a lot of what I know. And concierge started out in the hotels.
Okay.
And so it's a certain level of service. It's their job to have those real personal relationships in the community with all of the great businesses, so we know who we're working with by name. So by the time you ask for something, we get that really top-end personal service instead of just anybody else that's walking in the door. So a concierge makes the impossible possible.
Oh, I like that. And what about a personal assistant then?
A personal assistant could be anybody that can run errands for you, and they do a great job, but it's not really their job to make sure that they're living in the community
Right.
and building those long-term relationships. They could be using anybody who knows if they vetted their services. Concierge have to stand behind the people that they put out, and those are their vendors, so we have to know who we're working with.
And you really do. You do all the groundwork and all the research ahead of time so people always know that you're going to the best vendors for everything.
Yes, there are people that we can't use just simply because, you know, they're not up at the service levels that we expect, but being a native of Albuquerque helps you know where you're going and you know who to use.
And you do. You really do. And you offer 200 services, as I mentioned. Can you talk about some of those services you provide?
Sure, it's interesting. You know, it's everything from the little things like, you know, pet sitting and dog walking and cleaning the house, all the everyday stuff, up to luxury car rentals. Do you need to rent a Ferrari for the weekend?
Ooh,
you know,
yes,
do you
I
want
do.
do you want a ball gown for an event or a fur, you know, just to wear for one night? Or are you looking for personal excursion planning? You know, you want to go jumping out of an airplane somewhere. We'll figure that out for you.
I love that. Well, and with holidays coming up, you know, there's a lot of things like even returning gifts. I know you do that too.
Absolutely. I mean, it's such a time saver. So, you know, get everything together. Make sure you've got your gift receipts. We'll pick them all up for you. Take them back. You enjoy that one more hot toddy and we'll take care of the rest.
I love hot toddies. Now, okay, I have to ask you this because you get so many requests. What are the most unusual requests that you've ever gotten?
It's strange. You know, you wouldn't think that you'd get surf lesson requests in Albuquerque, but people that are going...
Surf?
Yeah, I know. People that are going out of town, we do a lot of excursion planning for people and trip planning. So we had someone going to California that wanted surf lessons while they were there. We do things like, you know, consignment furriers. So if you wanted to get rid of that one that's a little bit out of style, we can take care of that for you. Or we had, you know, someone that needed a roofer within 72 hours to redo an entire roof. So talked to him, had got 3 quotes in an hour, and all of a sudden you've got a new roof.
That's amazing. And you do, as I said, and as we saw in that package, you accomplish a lot in a day. So what are some of the things that you can accomplish for clients so that you can make their holiday season easier? Because we do get so stressed out this time of year.
It's really hard sometimes, you know, to kind of keep your work life in balance and then doing so much at home and with the family. And so some of the easy things.
You have a son as well.
I do. I have a 5-year-old. He's great. And he keeps me on my toes. He helps me cook. But if you don't have a chef at home that can help you cook and do those things, everything from catering to especially bringing in the tree. Let's get you the tree. We'll bring it to the house. We'll go in even when you're not home. Set it all up for you. We have interior decorators that can set up the entire inside of the house. Handymen that can hang all the lights so you're not up on a ladder, right? Doing any of that jazz. You come home and it's all set up for you, all the way up to the personal shopping or even taking care of the in-laws, right? You know, let's get them a hotel and a rental car while they're here and finding something to do during the day. Anything you can think
And one of the other things you do also that you've mentioned to me personally is that if somebody's waiting, you know, sometimes you get that span of time, like cable's coming between 5 and 10. You'll wait sometimes for, you'll do that as well, right?
Yeah, the Real Simple Life service sitters are great. So anybody can come to the house. We have a very small list of personal concierges that take care of that for you. They'll wait. They'll give you an update as to when somebody showed up. They'll make sure you have a copy of the invoice and leave it for you locked up and make sure it's all taken care of.
Incredible. And let's let everybody know where they can go for more information.
You can go to www.realsimplelife.com or just give us a shout, 254-1711.
And we'll have all that information here at casa.com as well.
Thank you so much, Nikki.
Happy holidays to you. And now let's go over to Kristen, who is with a man in uniform. She's got details about the last big push to collect for Toys for Tots.